Hi, everyone. Welcome to the NCDS in-house membership plan educational overview. My name is Eric Daw. I'm the Director of Business Development at Dental HQ, and today's webinar, just what it states, educational overview of membership plans, and then how the NCDS platform will not only benefit your practice, but your patient care as well. Membership plans are a very effective way to increase revenue, retention, and case acceptance with your fee-for-service patients. We're going to keep this webinar brief because there's nothing complicated about membership plans. In fact, offering your plans to your patients is kind of a no-brainer. If you have uninsured patients, there's no reason not to offer them a plan. You're simply offering a package of services to your patient for a set monthly or annual fee. And let's just imagine you're an uninsured patient. Which option would you choose? You have your typical insurance plan, basic preventive care, $1,500 annual cap. Maybe you get a discount on restorative or whatever else after your deductibles met. A lot of times these insurance companies will say, get private coverage or individual plan coverage for $30 or $35 or $40. And then actually I price this out when it turns out real coverage would have cost me, I should say, $58.60 a month. So a little smoke and mirrors there. Or would you rather go with option 2? Which, again, basic preventive care, your basic cleaning every 6 months, oral cancer screenings, a couple exams a year, x-rays as determined necessary. A lot of offices are starting to offer fluoride treatments with their in-house plans, and then some sort of discount. This one has offering up to 25% off needed treatment. Most importantly here, there's no cap, there's no deductible, there's no waiting period, and you determine your regular fee schedule, so your pricing might be typically that $25 to $35 a month range, but again, something that you decide. Most consumers, most patients are going to go the less expensive option and get all the benefits that they're paying for. The ADA actually did a study showing that in option 1 here, the typical insurance plan, the patient usually only gets about 70% of the benefits that they actually pay for. In your standard plan, they're receiving all of the benefits that they're paying for. So by offering an in-house membership plan, again, your patient's paying less, getting all the benefits. Your reimbursement is based on the rate you decide, though. There's no insurance company involved for approvals on treatments, which I'm sure your staff will love hearing that. Or for your side of it, they're not going to be telling you what the reimbursement rate is. Dental HQ, the NCDS, we're not telling you what your reimbursement rate is for the work that you did and the schooling you went through for your business. I know I'm preaching to the choir about that, but it's important to note. Be very clear, too. Membership plans are not insurance. They're not discount plans. Patients become members of your practice, not a network of providers. And we have the regulatory and compliance issues covered with the patient terms and conditions. Our attorneys have vetted the platform. NCDS has as well. The simple fact is membership plans are perfectly legal. Stipulations are that you don't call this an in-house insurance plan or a discount plan. Call it something else like your Smile Saver plan, VIP plan, maybe it's simply the name of your practice, like the Wells Family Dental Plan. Many of you know Dr. Alec Parker, the Executive Director of the NCDS, and also the NC Services side of the society. Say that 5 times fast. Both of them endorse implementing an in-house plan in your office. Dr. Parker actually said the NCDS in-house membership plan, powered by Dental HQ, will allow our members to build better relationships with their patients. Happier patients tend to stick with their dentist in the long run. These plans, which dentists can customize based on their practice, make it easier for patients without having to work through third-party insurance plans. So to be very clear and kind of summarize that, it's still you decide what you're offering your patients based on your fee schedule. In return, you're going to get happier, more loyal patients who come see you more often. You also may have noticed that Dr. Parker referred to the NCDS in-house membership plan powered by Dental HQ. So NCDS decided that membership plans were a great thing for its members and spent a lot of time vetting different platforms. They decided that Dental HQ is the platform best suited for the serve the needs of you guys, the NCDS dentists, and put their full endorsement behind us. We were actually founded by a dentist as well. That's great. Even better, founded by a fellow NCDS member. Dr. Brett Wells is a practicing dentist with 4 offices in Raleigh and Wilmington, and he was at a lecture by Dr. Charles Blair Alternatively, you might have heard someone like Dr. Roger Levin over the past 20 years mention these membership plans. They've been preaching about them for a while. Brett had actually implemented one in his first practice about 9 years ago. It was wildly successful. Patients wanted it. As the plan grew, after getting a few hundred members, one thing that Dr. Wells noticed was that it was becoming very time-consuming and tedious for his staff to keep track of all the members, make phone calls to get renewals. His plans were working out really, really well for the patient care and for the actual patient, right? But it became a real nightmare for his team. So he knew he had to do something and started looking around, figuring there was some kind of software out there, to automate all of this. He did find one that didn't work out for him. He just didn't like it enough. He thought it could be better. And that's where he set out to build his own. So Dental HQ was actually built from the ground up from the mind of a practicing dentist. And in partnering with the NCDS, we built a great platform that helps you not only create your plans with complete flexibility on what you're offering, it also automates everything so your team does not have any extra work to do. And we offer full support. We'll continue to innovate in order to help increase case acceptance from your current members. And then we have all kinds of marketing and other ways to attract many, many more new members to your practice as well. So let's dive into those new members or to those people that aren't coming to see right now. What do these patients want? There's different numbers flying around out there, but definitely over 100 million Americans are without dental insurance. Sometimes you might see 120, 140 million. Let's just stick with over 100 million people don't have dental insurance. And only about 20% of those people are actually coming to see you. 80% of uninsured people don't go to the dentist. That's crazy. And the number one reason is cost. The deterrent there is perception of cost, that it's way too expensive. So, conclusion of that, what do patients want? They want affordable dental care. And that's where membership plans come in. Offering dental care paid on a monthly basis makes everything much more palatable. Every patient knows they need their teeth cleaned and a basic checkup. Offering a membership plan with these benefits shows the patient how affordable these treatments actually are. Let's take a look at the Davis family as an example of how all of this works. Me as a CPA, part of a small accounting practice, and Jason's a freelance web developer. Neither of them have dental insurance, so neither do their boys. And me and Jason saw a Facebook ad. Local dentist was offering a membership plan to their practice. That's going to catch their eye. They're going to see that monthly payments are able to keep their family healthy. It sounds like a great idea. So Mia calls up the office. They learn about the standard adult plan and standard child plan that this office is offering. Just 2 cleanings a year. Again, this is preventive care. 2 cleanings a year, 2 exams a year. Maybe it's the fluoride treatment, x-rays, and then whatever discount, but this office is offering up to 25% off of any other treatments. And all of that's for $35 a person per month for the adult, $28 per person per month for the boys. They'll consider the annual option maybe. It might save them money. A lot of offices will offer 12 months for the price of 11. But maybe this family decides that splitting it out monthly is easier to budget as opposed to shelling out, that $1,500 or $2,000 all at once. And that's the secret sauce here. Why membership plans work so well is because you're giving uninsured patients a choice between paying for your services annually or paying for them monthly. One of them will work for that family or that individual. And so in other words, it's between yes or yes, right? It's not, am I going to see the dentist? It's what is my best option, the best thing that fits my budget? How am I going to pay for it? Not whether or not I'm going to go. So it doesn't matter if they pay monthly or annually with you. Either way, you're going to win. You're getting more patients, more members to your practice. Now, the Davis family are members of this practice, and because they're paying monthly, chances are much better they'll continue to be members versus uninsured patients who pay as they go. Another quick study, ADA, just kind of a side note here. ADA did some research on this and found out that uninsured patients, the pay-as-you-go type, are actually coming in closer to the 9-month mark, not 6 months. So really, an uninsured patient usually comes in, or the typical one comes in only once a year. Membership plans are changing that. And the great thing, too, about this, our numbers are showing patient cancellation rates in the single digits. Now, the ADA estimates patient attrition for a normal office of all patients, your uninsured and insured, that attrition rate's around 20 to 25%. So often we're more concerned with getting new patients in the door. Maybe you're losing sight of who you aren't retaining. And for uninsured patients, that 20-25% is no doubt higher. The end result here, by offering a membership plan, you're going from over 25% down to around 5% attrition rate for an uninsured patient. It's a huge help to your practice. Now, let's say the first time Jason goes to get his cleaning, the dentist lets him know he has periodontal disease and maybe needs a 4-quad SRP. Fortunately, Jason, his plan gives a discount on that treatment. And then when he's done, the front office can easily move him to a perio plan where he'll still come in every 3-4 months, depending on the treatment schedule, get his perio cleanings. And again, just digress for a second. It's not now, is he going to get the perio work done? It's what is his best option to pay for it? Is it still monthly, or does that look like it's better annually? But he's still going to get the additional x-rays, exams as before. And it's super simple for him. It's an easy option. It's monthly or annually, relatively painless, at least financially, right? Jason works in what's known as the gig economy as a freelance web developer. It's becoming more and more prevalent. This kind of situation is becoming more and more common. Freelance growth is outpacing overall workforce growth by 3 times in the last 5 years. And some estimate that over half the country, half the U.S. workforce, is going to be freelance or contract by 2027. This means more and more uninsured patients. So again, end result here, huge opportunity. There's a ton of opportunity to attract more and more patients by offering these in-house plans. Now, the biggest segment of the market we're seeing purchase these plans right now are definitely newly retired patients. They're much more likely to not have dental insurance since they're no longer getting it from, say, their employer. Medicare, this is kind of up in the air. Some include, right, or you kind of say, oh, it somewhat includes it. Not really. It's some of those supplemental plans that you're only paying like $10 a month extra for. They don't even cover the cost of a full cleaning, one cleaning, let alone 2. So it might make sense for you to offer a senior plan or maybe some kind of 60 and up plan. Call it whatever you'd like, but we've seen a lot of offices offer a higher discount on additional procedures for seniors. They're more likely to need the restorative work and more likely to have the financing to pay for the procedures. Perfect example. These are my wonderful parents. They recently retired. Dad's a bit older than mom, not quite as old as their Packard, but they've got their story that, mom retired. They lost their dental coverage through her employer and then went out and looked. Okay, what do we do? Do I pay my doctor directly or do I go find a Delta Dental plan, which is exactly what they looked at. The Delta Dental plan they looked at, $1,500 cap, discounts on some other treatments, but it was $75 per person per month. And so $150 total per month for just their dental coverage. They went directly to their doctor, said, what can you offer me? Their doctor actually did call me and has now set up on the Dental HQ platform his senior plan for my parents. They're obviously members, but they're now paying $35 per person per month. So a total of $70. That's roughly 50% discount compared to what they would pay for Delta Dental, and they're getting a 20% discount on their additional procedures, but their doctor is getting the full rate that he wants, right? It's nothing to do with Delta Dental and deciding, oh, what is my reimbursement rate or what should I charge for this or that? It's direct relationship with your patient. I've said it multiple times, but I do want to reiterate, you're deciding what you want to offer your patients, and the plan fee is based on your regular fee schedule. Bring this up because you're probably wondering how to price your plan, or I keep talking about that $25 to $35 range and maybe $55 for like some perio work. But how do you get that price after knowing what your patients want? And we keep that simple too. We'll help you price out your plans. We have a UCR calculator. You enter about 15 of your regular UCR codes. We will never publish or share those. And we have a proprietary algorithm that will suggest out a plan price. You still have control over this, whether you want to make it a little higher or lower than what we suggest. I can't stress this enough. Patients want these plans. Members tend to have a different mentality than the regular uninsured patients, the ones that are joining your plans. They're much more likely to come see you closer to that 6-month recall date, actually by 80%. and they're over 50% more likely to receive additional treatments and procedures that you're telling them that they need. Case acceptance will go up. Now let's take a look at a couple of your colleagues who've already implemented the NCDS in-house plan. Dr. Creech is out of Zebulon. He enrolled his office last spring of last year. He's offering exactly what we've already discussed, a standard preventive care package for adults, children, and a perio plan. They've signed up 115 members to date and will continue to help patients without insurance get what they need with these plans. That's 150 new uninsured patients coming to his office regularly. Another example, Dr. Michael Riccobeni, he has offices all over the state. We use this example because he has such a wide variety of patients, different demographics, different geographics. The one constant, though, each office has an average of 150 members. And sure, some have more and some have less, but that's a lot. 150 members per office is great. Over 4,000 patients are now getting the dental care that they need. They've joined his plans. As you can see, I'll let you read this, but he's seeing patients come in more regularly. This is leading to increased case acceptance. So big takeaway there is see patients more regularly. They'll keep coming back. They trust you. It's a loyalty thing. They're going to get the extra work done that they do need. So I'd like to take a final minute to show you your next steps. You'll be receiving an email with some of what I've discussed today and a recording of the webinar as well. If this all makes perfect sense to you and you're ready to enroll your office, there are no setup costs. There's no monthly subscription fee to use this platform. And almost most importantly, no commitments or contracts with the NCDS or Dental HQ tying you guys to us or some kind of stipulation with your patients or anything like that. You're simply going to dentalhq.com/NCDS. You click enroll your office at the top of the page, and that link's going to be in the email as well. There's an initial form. It only takes, maybe less than a minute to complete before we activate your account. And in fact, the entire enrollment process only takes about 15 minutes. We have onboarding specialists to help if you'd like. And then we also help with team trainings and marketing, as well as continued support thereafter. If you'd like to see another webinar with an overview of the dashboard, there will be a different link in the email where you can watch this. It's about the same length as this one, so super informative, not too long, right? If you have questions, I haven't explained anything about membership plans. Again, separate from what the dashboard is like and the NCDS actual platform, but talking about membership plans and how those might work. If you have questions about that, and just with respect to everyone's time, go ahead and ask them here to the right. We'll get back to you. We'll do a Q&A and send that to everyone. Want to thank you guys very much for your time and interest. I do hope this has been informative. Very much look forward to helping you. And my goal is to work hand in hand with NCDS services. Many of you have probably spoken with Duncan Jennings, and I know he's been very helpful with kind of educating you about this program and this platform. But definitely look forward to helping you guys and appreciate your time. Once again, thank you very much. Have a great night.